You don't, you can go ahead. We're live, buddy. Go.
What? Oh, hello, hello. Is this thing working? Hello? Got it. All right. Hello, virtual land. Welcome to the May edition of Folk Alliance Region Midwest. That's Farm Virtual Performance Lane. Everybody raise your hand if you've been to a farm conference. So if you've been to a farm conference, you came to the little thing where we do 10-minute sets in a few different rooms at once. We call that Performance Lane. This is the same thing, but it's virtual. It's a lot of fun. We hope that if you're on the Zoom, you'll be chatting with us. If you're in the YouTube or the Facebook, chat there too. We'll try and catch that. Anyhow, this is going to be a great night. The best thing about the night tonight is that our host is Alexa Dawson, because Alexa's a pretty dang awesome person, and I happen to know that she's available to hire, if not for weddings, at least for family reunions. She's really good at that.
Right.
There you go, Alexa.
That's
Take
right. And I have a reference. His name is Smitty.
Yeah.
We had a really good time at
And she's a friend of Theo's.
That was a lot of fun. Thanks for inviting us. And it is my honor to be hosting this time. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to start out with a song that I wrote at my first in-person farm, which was just last year in 2022. And I kind of wrote it on the way there on the train and finished it up in the hotel room. So if you were wondering if farm is a good conference for your creative juices, I can absolutely say without a doubt the song is evidence. If I ride the rails across the Mississippi, if I soar across St. Helen in the fall, boy, I tell you I would do a lot less crying if I never went away from you at all. I would wander lazily around my garden, throw parties every Sunday afternoon, make my living doing something far more settled than staying up all night to play my tunes. And only I know why I get restless. If I could tell it all to you, you know I would. But I can tell you something I believe for certain. I'd never write no songs if I stayed put. Your love is too comforting to spur me to do anything but bask in afterglow. And I can't tell nobody nothing about suffering when all you ever do is give me what I want. 'Cause a poet needs to wrestle with her demons, and mine were all enchanted long ago. All they do is lay around in adoration till I wake 'em up by walking out the door. And only I know why I get restless. If I could tell it all to you, you know I would. could say with all the certainty I'm given, I'd never write no songs if I stayed put. You're too good to me to give me the motivation. I'd never write no songs if I stayed put. Thank you. So, in keeping with our farm theme, it's not really a farm theme show, but it's just the best segue that I have right now. I'm trying out some brand new songs on you, Performance Lane. These have not been recorded yet anywhere, so I guess this one has. It went out to my Patreon, and I just kind of shared it because it was a tribute to my grandpa Jerry, who was a real salt of the earth Union man in Oklahoma. And this is a song that I wrote the week of his passing, the first week of January. Building fires or chasing gophers, long hot days out on the tractor. Anything you could make better with your hands. The kindness in the way you loved her, and always stopped to touch her shoulder, and making sure she had whatever she wanted in her cup. We didn't see it coming, so it's hard for us to say. We know you're smiling down from a new tractor seat today. And if the sun was shining where you are, you'd still be baling hay. Grace was in the way you lived, the cheerful way you could forgive, careful in the way you moved through this life. The way you never gave up nothing till it was done and you were happy, just knowing that you did the very best you can. We didn't see it coming, so you know we're gonna cry as we watch you walking on to that green pasture in the sky. And I hope that you find rest and the peace that we're all looking for today. With the memories you left us of the sunny days when you were baling hay. Hey, thank you so much. Big thanks, before I pass it on to the next person, just want to say right now, big thanks to Smitty for doing all the organizing. Even while he was like off the continent, somehow he got this done with my non-existent help. And especially to Annie Caps, who is the tech hostess with the mostest. Thank you for making us all sound real good. And up next, we have Tika Felice. She is an unapologetic ukulele goddess. And I got to ask everyone about the first song that they learned to play. that was my like pop quiz question for a little introduction. And you said Rain by Patty Griffin. That's so cool. I can't wait to hear your set. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I'm brand new. I've never really done anything, any conferences or anything like that, so brand new. This is a song off my recent album called, the album is called Magnificent Dumpster Phoenix. It's about my divorce and how it was not pretty. I was a mess. But anyway, I have bounced back. And I am the magnificent phoenix that you see today. You're so good at giving yourself such a hard time that you don't see how far you've come. I see you holding the sunlight when it used to fade into your clouds. The world can break you into a million thousand tiny pieces against your will, but then you come together again. You bear, then you rebel. I've lived a number of lifetimes. So far, this one is the best. Now I have the gift of experience. I know this shall pass, and that will too. The world can break you into a million thousand tiny pieces against your will, but then you come together again. You bear, then you rebel. I'm not ashamed of all the broken dreams I left undone. 'Cause what came next was more than I had planned. The world can break you into a million thousand tiny pieces against your will, but then you come together again. You bear, then you rebel.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This next piece is a song that I wrote. I lost my mother when I was 19, and it's been 28 years, I figured, this year. And I still need her to say things to me, so I wrote this song. You'll always be my baby, and I'll take good care of you. I'll watch you in the morning as you run on up to school. These days are passing, and I miss so much with you. You are my heart, so we never are apart. I worry you won't have enough, maybe have too much. relieve you every pain with my gentle touch. Someday you'll fly, and I'll be so proud of you. You are my heart, so we never are apart. One day my body will leave this earth, and you'll think I am gone, but I'm right there inside your heart. We never are apart. I never knew love like this until I held you. All I'm sure of is there's nothing I wouldn't do. I'd give to you the moon and stars. I could pull them down. Your happiness is everything. It is paramount. When you cry, my heart breaks too. You are my heart, so we never are apart. One day my body will leave this earth, and you'll think I am gone, but I'm right there inside your heart. We never are apart. No, we never are apart.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
Woo. All right. Did I unmute me? I did. Tika, that was beautiful. And I forgot to mention that you're in Kansas City.
Yes.
And we really hope that you'll come to the farm conference. We would love to have you there.
Yes, I hope so too. I am very interested in doing that.
Awesome. Well, we'll talk about that. Okay. Thanks for joining us. All right. So next up we have Spoo Willoughby. He is from. I have to pick up my sheet here. Hold on a second. Can't read it sideways as I thought I was going to. He's from Detroit, Michigan, and he says he's a prisoner of oblivion, caterwauling into the ether. I totally can relate to that. Also, he said that the first song that he learned to play is What a Friend We Have in Jesus. And having come from the First Baptist Church of Chandler, Oklahoma, I can tell you 100% I can relate to that as well. So welcome, Spoo, and I can't wait to hear you here. Uh-oh, and you're still muted. We got to unmute you there.
Okay. Wow, that's a big one. This is a song I wrote about Detroit. It's about 8 Mile Road. I was driving the ambulance for Beaumont. Well, you wouldn't know. Okay. Here it comes, my 6 o'clock rain. pachinko across my windshield pane. Right on the button that sits. Rain with a snowy mix. Highway from the creek. The way they shake it and sneak. Traveler advisory in effect as of now. In my hasty retreat, mind buzzing like a hive when the barometer took a dive. Wayward westward drive, M102. Visibility nothing, my 6 o'clock rain. Dismisses distinction, Open County or Wayne. Right on when everything coalesced. Rising off the creek, where they say getting steep. I burrow under woodward, fly over the lodge, beat my hasty retreat to the garage. Riding on when 8 Mile went okay, and M102. Sorry, I blanked out a little bit.
It sounds great. You got some more?
Oh yeah, sure. This is a song I wrote. It's in the kind of song you'd call a serenade, because women apparently all have these balconies and they always have guys in the backyard playing guitar. But yeah. All right. Awakened melancholy maid, hearken to my serenade. Each note that I unloose Every thunderbolt from Zeus snares your heart with my noose. For them we nor your ivied balustrade, as these strings are gently played. Cupid's careless game of darts, he drew a wild one in the dark, struck my fibrillating heart. The moment called for friend. Don't let these lips languish untasted. You'll never call me panty wasted when I throw the song grenade. Mercury's in retrograde. Lights glimmer on the promenade. Thus ends this musical tirade. Awake in melancholy.
All right. Thank you.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah.
I'm working
Thanks
on
for
it.
joining us.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, gosh, that was great. Thanks for serenading us. You know, it's so common that when I'm on my balcony, some guy is just like playing the guitar in the backyard. It's so true. Next up, we
There are
have
not
some.
enough balconies to go around.
That's true. That's true. We all need a few more balconies and a few more guys with guitars in the back. Girls, whatever. So up next we have a musician from here in Kansas who actually didn't get to invite as the host today. I got to see if John DePew could get signed up, and he did, and I'm so happy. John DePew is, I guess I should read what he says about himself. He's a multi-instrumentalist and a songwriter from rural Kansas that combines intriguing arrangement with topics like wilderness, parenting, and trying to be a little better each day. And he has a new album out called Yellow Threads. I hope I don't get that wrong. I think we're going to get him on in just a second, and he can tell you a little bit more about it. But is that the title, John? Am I
That's the
correct?
title. Yeah.
All right, great. I have listened to it like 5 times now. I really do love it. I was comparing it to like reading James Joyce or something. Like sometimes I totally get lost in the instrumentation because it is so beautiful. And then like 2 lines of lyrics will catch up with me and just smack me straight in the heart. So I just want to say, I've told you in private messages, but like what a great album you have, and can't wait to hear you. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for asking me to do it.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna play I'm gonna try to slam 3 songs into here, and I'll do it the way I recorded them on the album, sort of, kinda. Jimmy Rogers on the stereo singing out on number 7. Tell something I don't know. I'm trying to make a life worth living. Salt and pepper in the buttermilk. Haven't had a drink since way last Tuesday. Baking powder in the flour pan. I'm breaking down trying to call my sponsor. How long? Buttermilk on the chicken that's singing my rough and rowdy ways. Rolling round in the flour pan. Brother, I got the power to change. Yellow-eyed reptile brain scouting till my pieces fall. Till the man grows. Please, Mr. Brakeman, let me keep riding your train. Mr. Brakeman, let me keep riding your train. Because it is cold. And it looks like it's going to rain. How many times does a weaver go back and forth the red and yellow threads and make the broadcloth? How many times does a seamstress thimble thread the needle through to sew the seam snug as my belonging unto you? And how many lines does a poet cast before she snags a keeper from the dark and murky waters of her mind? Space and time, your life and mine, we're cutting song together to send us tumbling into this forever. Why we're here, darling, nobody knows. Particles bonding and breaking apart. But I know your face in the stars, where I lay flat on my back in the sound I understood. But how many times can a thought be turned and seen a little different? Hold it in your hands and make it over. In the bed of a long marriage to start the work of husbandry anew and find a better way of loving you. Lay my body on the cold red ground, sing me a song with a lonesome sound. You can have my banjo played soft and low, I'll carry your tune wherever I'm going. shovel and sapling, bring a pail of water. Say a prayer for the future, keep that hope alive. Oatmeal in the morning, cornbread every night. Someday we'll have apple cider, butter sauce, and pie. The bills are due, the money's tight, but I think everything will be alright. Ain't got much in the way of things, but I got you and you got me. Green, yellow, and azure, big wide open sky. I walk this road 100 miles to see my darling smile. I work my way through the afternoon, hoping corn and beans. The sun goes down, I run on home, and she's waiting there for me. The bills are due, the money's tight, but I think everything will be alright. Ain't getting much in the way of things, but I got you. If that little tree dies, plant two more in its place. Try not to sweat the small stuff, keep it slow, steady pace. Got two on the ground and one on the way, the family's getting bigger. There's a lot to learn and a lot to love, and life moves ever quicker. The bills are due, the money's tight, but I think everything will be alright. Ain't getting much in the way of things, but I got you and you got me. Bills are due, the money's tight, but I think everything will be alright. Ain't getting much in the way of things, but I got you and you got me.
There you go.
Good job. Yeah. Way to go, John.
Whoa.
Hey, now, who thinks John should come to farm in October?
I do.
Y'all should.
Man, really, really awesome. And like that is just part of track one. And we have just like a tiny bit of time. So I want to ask you, you recorded this with Peter Oviatt at Moonflower Sounds, which is where I like to do my stuff too, in Taos, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Did you record that all in one track, or tell us the truth?
Okay, so I recorded the
or
first
19
half.
minutes per track there.
The first half of the record is one take. That was like, like I went in. Well, it's Peter, so like, I went in, I sat down, I set all my stuff up, and like just played it. Like that first half is like the first take that we took, and then the second half is it's like two takes that are cut somewhere in the middle. Because I just didn't have time to, I don't know, I couldn't get
because
it.
19 minutes was just
I was only there for like 12 hours. Yeah.
It's amazing, and you should all go look it up. Yellow Thread, right?
Yeah, Yellow Threads.
It's really beautiful. And he has another album too that John and I got to co-win the Love Songs category at Walnut Valley Festival Songwriting Competition a couple of years ago. That song is on that album. That one's called what is it? The Tree.
It's just called John Depew.
No.
Oh, the song?
Yeah.
That song I just played is called The Orchard, and that's that one that
The Orchard. Okay.
co-won with.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Thank you, John. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. It was really great. We have Aspen Jacobson coming up next. We're going to get her ready. I do want to remind everybody that the end of this month is the last day to apply for an official showcase at our conference this year. And so if you would like to have an official showcase, nudge, please do go ahead and apply. It is also the last day for our early bird registration, which saves you a little bit of money if you're coming to farm. I really think it's well worth it as far as a conference that you can go to as a regionally touring musician. It's probably the best thing that you can do, and that's not just me saying it. So many have said it because the Midwest is a great place to tour, and so you're going to get to meet a lot of folks that are booking shows in the Midwest, and not to mention it's just like a really great group. It's a lot of fun and really great people. So please do join us, and if you haven't made plans yet, go ahead and get registered, and we'll get you all into the fold, as they say. Up next, we have Aspen Jacobson. There you are. Hi. Aspen's new. She's from Commerce Township in Michigan, right? You said you were just back there. You're by the dunes.
Yep. Yeah.
Beautiful. Very jealous. Her new album, Arsonist's Daughter, won Album of the Year on the Blues and Roots Folk Radio. It was number 4 and number 5 most played album by DJs reported to FAI. And I just can't wait to hear you. She said that her first song, this is so cool, is Ho Hey by the Lumineers, and that was one of my daughter's first songs that she wanted to learn how to play on the guitar. I think y'all are about the same age, so that's really sweet for me to hear. Aspen, take it away.
This first one I'm gonna play is kind of a new one that isn't on the album, but it's called Maybe Crazy. These eyes are a dangerous place to get lost in. Yellow with rain clouds, misty and silent, sway like the sunflowers in grandfather's garden, craning your neck as the stare passes through. Since you were a baby, now it just burns you with each simple touch. Do you prefer my moonlight, subtle yet brilliant, cast in the shadows on flowers in June? And I may be crazy, but baby, I know you like that. I don't need saving, I like misbehaving, and you love that. Made a move, like the moon. You say I'm a wonder to look at, wading through water, tipsy and hungry. You never get seasick unless it's for me. A sinner and sailor are both made of water. Our force is tidal and sinking 6 feet under. And I may be crazy, but baby, I know you love that. I don't need saving, I like misbehaving, and you love that. Made a move, like across the sea, and if you're intrigued by my history, no, if you wanna go up my history, the skeletons hiding our histories. No, I can teach you all about insanity. I can teach you what it really means. Oh, I can teach you all about insanity. And I may be crazy, but baby, I know you love that. Thank you. This next one is called Tale of a Chameleon. And I wrote it after sorry, I'm gonna tune really quick. But okay, so I wrote it after an ex-boyfriend of mine, his sister, told me really late one night that I looked like a chameleon. And at the time I was like, that's a really odd thing to say, but it was late at night, so I was like, whatever. And I slept on it, and I woke up after this like really weird dream, and I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, she was right. I am a chameleon in this relationship. And so I wrote a song about that.
You're a fret off.
Yeah, it's also because of the capo. And I was just in drop D. His sister once told me I looked like a chameleon. I said, what does that mean to you? 'Cause I've been running my whole life, tried changing with his tights, but everything I do leaves me feeling blue. On Tuesday mornings it always seems to rain, and he'll yell with no warnings at all, and my face will rearrange and the ends will hold his face, but everything I do leaves me feeling blue. Can't help being selfish, though he treated me unkind. And I sure love him, but I love me too. He claims that he's still mine, but I've got freedom on my mind. Now everything I do leaves me feeling blue. What's the point to care for anything? What's the point if I'm just that hard to please? How can I find peace on broken knees? When spring comes and we're done, I'll take another's hand. You can pull up a lawn chair and watch us grow as his thorns start to form. My garden gloves get torn, 'cause everything I do leaves me feeling just leave me the hell alone. 'Cause everything I do leaves me feeling blue. Everything I do, I tried my best for you. With everything I do, with everything I do.
Yeah. That was beautiful.
Beautiful, Ashton. Thank you so much. That was really gorgeous. Thank you. All right. Up next, we have Kelly Zulo from Cedar Point, North Carolina. Kelly Zulo plays fingerstyle guitar and waxes poetic from the Carolina coast. And you said that your first song was Runaway by Del Shannon.
Yes,
So
it
there's
was a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to hear you. Welcome. Thank you.
Thanks. I've been just living in my attic here writing songs, so these are two of them. This first one's called Fly Away. The lighthouse tells us to get away. It's right, can't you see it's all snakes? We returned and now we fall right into them. We'll become old and we'll pass them with rage. Turn over a leaf and we'll be lost in waves. I've seen it all, fly away with me. Do you wanna fly away? 'Cause we'll heal under my wing. The years have sawed us down, we will hover and we will see. I seen the crime here where your heart was set. Return to the sky, that's where love was at. I fell for you now, let's fly over this old city. We'll go everywhere on earth, they're under attack. Don't ever let them tell you that money fights that. We are all slipping, time's a slippery wave. Do you wanna fly away? 'Cause we'll heal under my wing. The years have sold us out, we will hover and we will sing. I've seen enough here where our hearts were set. Return to the sky, that's where love was left. I fell for you now, let's fly over this old city. Seen enough here where our hearts were set. Return to the sky, that's where love was left. I fell for you now, let's fly over this old city. Next song is called Magic. I'm alright, I'm alive, I'm a little bird in the snow. Snow-covered lands, witches hide to erase the world. My days here as a partridge, I fell out as a witch. Stumbled round in my life with a bottle of Moscato and wormholes of wisdom. So where to go? Where to go to find the magic? It was in you, but your heart and love. So you're on the train back to London. Where to go? Where to go to find the magic? Clear up your mind to hear that truth. Yeah, you must have love to feel magic. There's a logic to find your magic. You have magic and love. You're thinking of God. My life here solving game shows on a couch. The quiz is lost in the book of wicked moon forces. Thought I knew to shake up the world, but it shook me back. And I look in my eyes, I know that I'm tired of loosened ends. Where to go? So where to go to find the magic? It was in you and your heart loved you, but you're on the train back to London. Where to go? Where to go to find the magic? Clear all your mind, you'll hear that truth. Yeah, you must have love to feel magic. There's a logic to find your magic. You have magic and love. You're thinking, oh, got it. So where to go? Where to go to find the magic? It was in you, in your heart of love. You, well, you're on the train back to London. It was in you, in your heart of left you. Now you're on the train back to London. Clear out your mind, you'll hear the truth. Yeah, you must have love to feel magic. There's a logic to find your magic.
Really nice, Kelly. Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm glad I finally
That
got
was gorgeous.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Yeah, really nice. Oh, wow. What a great night. Thank you to everyone who is here and who's watching. If you're here just to be a participant and to be an audience member, thank you for doing that too, because it lets us know that things like, you know, Performance Lane, Virtual Connections, it's kind of coming to a close after next month, potentially. I'm not making any big announcements here, but it's cool that so many of you are interested. You know, it makes us feel really good about the work that we put into this when so many of you come and and show up. So thank you, everyone who's here. And up next, we have Tina Ross. She is a New York-based singer-songwriter who combines her soaring, intimate voice and sonic guitar playing with word-rich songs that are like a timeless painting. She said that her first song that she learned to play was All My Trials. She said that she's fortunate to have taken guitar lessons at 8 with a folk artist who gave her a good foundation. So that's very cool. Welcome, Tina. Take it away.
Oh, it's so good to be here. Thank you so much. This music is incredible. I want to start with a song about a 17th century artist. Her name was Artemisia Gentileschi. And I wrote this during the Me Too movement that was happening a few years ago. And it's on my debut album that just came out. She had quite an incredible life, and she's an inspiration to me. Artemisia. My dress shimmers green, an emerald drape, its edges scratched from grainy lace. My eyebrows, curious and arched, my patience worn, my patience parched. I mix my pigments, crush them with stone, truth ground into savage tones. I choose to draw a bloody knife, highlighting dark is always mixed with light. Damn this 17th century, I face a faceless enemy trying to steal what's real from me. I am Artemisia. Vindicated, I left my father's home, wrapped up my brushes, will and shadows with brazen strokes. My heroines are freed, I paint their prowess, wounds and stories. Damn this 17th century, I expose absurdity. I'll prove an artist's mastery. I am Artemisia. I am Artemisia. I hear the call of this stretched linen. It cannot speak, but I listen. I wield this dry dye and oil to be defiant. We will not be silent. And I'll beat this 17th century. I carry letters from kings and queens. Patrons see my creativity, painting as a woman's allegory. I am Artemisia. I am Artemisia. Oh, oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
gorgeous.
Thank you. Look her up. She's incredible. This transition is not like John's, but okay. Picking up another guitar. I hope you'll sing with me on this one. I know you'll be muted, but I think that you'll be able to feel this and sing the chorus, especially at the end. Sometimes it's hard to find the goodness in people. It's kind of buried by their pain, and but sometimes we just need to look a little deeper and find their goodness and love. This is called Look for the Love. The sycamore grows sideways to reach the sunlight. Its crooked branches sturdy against the wind's might. It knows which end is up, reaching high, though the elements are so rough. It looks for the light when it's hardest to find, hardest to find. I know the rough storms that you've been through have toughened the skin that surrounds you. But a canyon is shaped by that harsh wind, carving the beauty hidden within. So I look for the love when it's hardest to find, hardest to find. Look for the love when it's hardest to find, hardest to find. Some have buried their light and gone undercover, finding what has faded is ours to discover. Look for the love, sing with me, when it's hardest to find, hardest to find. Look for the love when it's hardest to find, hardest to find, hardest to find. Look for the love when it's hardest to find, hardest to find, hardest to find. Look for the love when it's hardest to find, hardest to find. Look for the love when it's hardest to find, hardest to find.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. That was really gorgeous. All right. Up next tonight, we have Bernie Drury. And as just a little bit of an intro to Bernie, he has busked in Paris. He's been busking in Italy in his life. He's part of the Skyland Songwriters Guild. Right now is when my dogs have decided to take their big gulps of water, so I don't know if you can hear that. We were joking, you've seen Cocaine Bear. I have a cocaine rhinoceros for a pit bull over here. Okay, anyway, back to Bernie. I'm so sorry to interrupt your intro.
Oh,
with that
please.
ridiculous
Live
music.
music.
He's a part of the Skyland Songwriters Guild in Northwest New Jersey. He co-hosts a monthly open mic there, so if you like open mics, better follow Bernie. He has an EP out, and he's getting out a new CD this year. So welcome, Bernie.
Thank you very much. I am very happy to be here. I saw some of these people are Tina's a friend, but some of these people are folks I've known before, and so I'm just going to get right to it. So when I was a boy, my dad had lots of jobs, very blue collar. But when I got to high school, he got a really good job, and he asked for the earliest shift, which began at 6 a.m. Excuse me. He did that so he could come to all my football practices. Not just the games, but the practices, and he was the only dad who did that. And he was an old tough Irish guy. He didn't say I love you, but he sure walked the walk. So this is called The Man in the Chevrolet. A man isn't measured by fortune or fame. All that truly matters is your good name. When I played on high school fields, be it practice or a game, wouldn't even have to look. You know you're in that same old parking spot you always took. Watching from the car, only dad there every day. I knew in my heart you'd be there. You'd be there. The sunny days would find you leaning on the fence. Rainy days I'd look for the glow from your cigarette through the windshield. But what matters is if I needed strength, I look through the goalposts for that old white Chevrolet, 'cause you'd be there. You'd always be there. Isn't measured by fortune or fame, no. All that truly matters is your good name. You gave me your good name. Now the fields I walk where game of life is played. When times are hard, I close my eyes and pray for guidance from afar. Get me through the day. I'll often think back to the man in the Chevrolet. Things will be okay, 'cause that's what he would say. A man isn't measured by fortune or fame, no. All that truly matters is your good name. You gave me your good name. Now when I was finishing this song, my grandson was born, my first grandchild. And so he shows up in this last verse. Your line remains unbroken though the Chevrolet's long gone. Now there is another man to carry your name on. When my children and their children play fields that very own, the gift that I will give them, the one that I'll pass on, well, I'll be there. I'll always be there. There we go. Thank you. All right, so this last song, I like to be an optimist and kind of don't dwell on the aches and pains as you get older and more gray hair. But some days you wake up and you notice it. And this one day I just woke up and was walking around, everything hurt, and I said, I feel old. And I said, well, that sounds like a blues song. So here's I Feel Old. I feel old, achy muscles, achy bones. I feel old, achy muscles, achy bones. Every morning drag myself out of bed. Only thing ain't hurting is the hair upon my head. All I know, well, I feel old. Now what's that pain? Wasn't there yesterday, I would have noticed it. Forgot where I was going, seems to happen every day. Look in the mirror, what do I see? Who's that old man? Well, staring back at me. All I know, well, I feel old. You know that recently another birthday came for me. Turn that next calendar page. Seems like it came and went. I know it's insignificant when they don't sell a card with my age. I just feel old. Got gray hair now, everywhere. You might not care that I got that old gray hair everywhere. But there's another way to say it if you really want to know. There's snow on the roof and snow down below. Well, all I know, well, I feel old. Well, I feel old. Achy muscles, achy bones. Yes, I feel old. Achy muscles, achy bones. This point in life I know it ain't gonna pass, but the pain is proof to me I'm on the right side of the grass. Oh, I know, it's all I know. Well, all I know, well, you know I feel old. Thank you, everybody.
Lovely. Thanks so much. That was awesome. All right. Up next tonight, we have Linda McCrae. Linda is a Canadian-born and Nashville-based artist. She has been a Far West Showcase artist. And also, I hear you play a little banjo. Is that true?
Yep.
And the first song that you learned to play was If I Fell. Who does that one? Or where did that
That's a Beatles song.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's
If
an
I
old
Fell.
Beatles
Okay,
song.
of course.
Right.
Linda, awesome. Welcome. Take it away.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here. It's really been fun listening to everyone. This is the first song I wrote after the pandemic started. Of course, we were all home alone. I wrote this with my friend Daryl Dasher. It's called Beyond the Great Pause. Hank's in it for the long haul, Maria's on the till. They're all on the front lines of their own free will. Medics on call, cops on the beat, no music on Broadway, no people in the street. They're feeding us gruel and yesterday's news. Hour after hour, it's nothing but the blues. The clampdown's begun, we're all hiding away. Even chocolate Jesus has nothing to say. There's a change a-coming and it's gonna be swift. Take that wake up call or it's the graveyard shift. There's gonna be loss, but it's not without cause. We can choose what lies beyond the great pause. Will we shoot out the stars or rise to the call? The four laws of nature apply to us all. The falling of the apple, the earth's pull on the moon. Hold on to your dreams, they still can come true. There's a change a-coming and it's gonna be swift. Take that wake up call or it's the graveyard shift. There's gonna be loss, but it's not without cause. We can choose what lies beyond the great pause. Believe in each other for all that it's worth. In spite of ourselves, there's still heaven on earth. The angel from Montgomery takes his first flight. Now there's a bright new star in the sky tonight. There's a big change coming and it's gonna be swift. Take that wake up call or it's the graveyard shift. There's gonna be loss, but it's not without cause. We can choose what lies beyond the great pause. May we all move forward and no more of us get lost. May we find a better way beyond the great pause. Yeah. Thank you. Well, that's the title track of this CD. It just came out in February, and it's a live CD that was recorded back a year ago, actually, with my friend Doug Cox, who's a wonderful dobro guitar player from Vancouver Island up in British Columbia. And this is another song from that CD. It's one that I wrote with a friend of mine who lives in Chicago. Her name is Kelly Kessler. She actually is back here now. But she had this wonderful title, and she asked me if I'd be interested in writing it. And as soon as I heard the title, I went, heck yeah. It's all vine, no tater. Fiery sauce that ain't that fiery, groceries bought way past expiry, perennials they won't perenny. What in the world do I do with 1 penny? Bob's burned out in a month or less, chewed up pencil with a broken lead, skinny leg jeans that start to sag, 3 little chips when you open the bag. All vine, no tater, all steak house, no waiter, all hi-fi, no platter. What in the world could be the matter? All vine, all vine, all vine, all vine, no tater. Drippy lid on my takeout coffee. This is one expensive hobby. Bumbershoot torn inside out. A pint of dark beer that ain't that stout. How we gonna see another folk revival when there's instant fame on American Idol? Next year there'll be last year's model. Poor little wine cork stuck in the bottle. All vine, no tater, all steak house, no waiter, all hi-fi, no platter. What in the world could be the matter? All vine, no tater. All Phil, no Don, all Paul, no John, all Garfunkel, no Simon, all vine, no tater, all steak house, no waiter, all I find, no platter. What in the hell could be the matter? All vine, no tater. All vine, no tater.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Linda, that is a great folk song. That's really, really good.
Thank you.
Well
Thank you
done.
so much. I loved
Yeah.
your stuff too. I really want
thanks.
to hear you. I want to hear everybody play live.
Let's all get together. How about that? It's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
have to
for
be in
sure.
October, okay?
Really fun. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Up next, we have J. Oscar Bittinger. I think.
Bittinger, but thank you.
Say it again, please.
Bittinger.
Bittinger. I'm sorry about that.
Yep.
I was trying to interpret. It's okay. Anyway, he's from Grand Rapids, Michigan. He gave up a future in the clergy to carry around a beat guitar and toured the Midwest as a singer-songwriter back in the 70s. And these days he appears Tuesday nights 8 to 8:30 for a weekly residency in his residence on Facebook called Freewheelin' with J. Oscar. So it is your turn. Let's hear it.
Thanks very much. Good to be with you. Let's sing a little literary song here. Yep, I gotta do this. All right. ba da 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 ba da ba ba ba. Little town, I've got to blow, man. I wanna know what's down the road. Comes a time you got to let go, and you gotta take your shot. Drop your nickel in the slot. Won't you call me Jack? Just like Kerouac. Forget the map, let's just drive. Windows down, the music loud. Ain't it good to be alive? Ain't it good to be alive? I ordered porter, you got a bourbon? The band was swinging like a crazy parade. Here's to the mad ones that burn like Roman candles, feeling the lust of love and revolution being made. Won't ya call me Jack? Just like Kerouac. Forget the map, let's just drive. Windows down, the music loud. Ain't it good to be alive? Ain't it good to be alive? Oh, when you wonder turns to hunger, starts eating you up with desire. Kiss me deep, no time to sleep. We gotta burn, burn, burn like the clock's on fire. The clock's on fire. Grab this sad old world in a glad embrace. Let's get belly to belly, face to face. You can call me Jack, just like Kerouac. Forget the map, let's just drive. Windows down, the music loud. Ain't it good to be alive? Ain't it good to be alive? Ain't it good to be alive? The horns, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, 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 ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah.
Thank you. That is called Like Kerouac. If you're interested in that one, of course, you can find it on Bandcamp. All of my details are on that that little detailed thing over at my website. And if you are perusing Facebook at this point on Tuesday evening, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, you can hear these songs and more at Freewheeling with Jay Oscar. And I wanted to say thank you to everybody who's come tonight, and it's great hearing all your songs and all the music. It's fantastic. My friend Steve Gilmore is watching, so that one is for you, my friend. This next song is a song that I just wrote for a songwriting group, and I think it's turned out to be one of my favorite songs right now. So sort of my little advice column. For both of us. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right. Well, that just cued that wrong. Hold up here. There we go. Don't you worry. Don't hold your breath and barely breathe. Most things are fine in time, so don't you worry. Don't worry. What's to be? What's to be is still a seed. Plans will change, they're always changing. Things arranged get rearranged and fall apart. Try to keep an open heart. Don't you worry, it doesn't do no one no good. Can't fix might be with should, so don't you worry. Practice and prepare and trust. Try to get some rest, 'cause fears drive hard. Bargains and they're hardly worth the interest payment spent on what may not be your debt. When you care so much, you can fall to doubt. Beware the urge that will wear you out. Wasted on worry. If you can't figure out the shape, the mystery is great, so don't you worry that it might be getting late. The closing door is not the only way to get out or to get in. The show goes on, it's always playing, so come on, let it begin again. So come on, let it begin again. Let's begin again. Don't you worry.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
I look
you
at
as
your
well.
setup and your sound, and I think that is a guy who's been doing a lot of Facebook Lives. So be sure you're checking out his program. What a professional setup you've got there. Sounds great. Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
So we have two more participants tonight, two more acts tonight, and they are both couples. So I'm pretty excited to introduce first up Tia McGrath and Tommy Parham, and they are coming from Port Rowan, Ontario, and I hope I said that right. Rowan. Anyway, multi-award winners. They've been writing and performing worldwide for over 2 decades. And the song that they answered their question with was Me and Bobby McGee. And I got to say, that was in my top 3, I think, first 3 songs. You know, how many female folk singers does it take to sing Bobby McGee? Every single one of them. All right, it's up to you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Tommy's from Colorado, a Colorado boy, and I'm from Ontario, Canada. We met in Nashville, fell in love, and are just so excited to be here tonight. Thank you, everyone, for inspiring us. All of your songs have touched us in one way or another. And we're going to start with a Father's Day song that we wrote for my dad for Father's Day. And my dad's my hero, always has been. This is inspired by a true story that he told me. And now he's more of a hero than ever because he is caretaker for my mom who has dementia. And for any of those of you who are going through that, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to send this out to all the strong, brave men tonight, our heroes. It's called Conductor for a Day. Still love the sound of steel humming on a track, and the smell of coal burning through the stack. It was 60 years ago, but it feels like yesterday. Then my old man said it was quite a scene. Just a young boy driving old number 919, conductor for a day. I blew the whistle and waved. Oh, what I wouldn't give, what I wouldn't pay. And my buddy Skip was only 17. Night watchman burning fire for the morning steam. I'd ride my bike across town to watch him shuttle cars around. Dreamed of driving that yard train, conductor for a day. Well, a boy's dreams are often left behind, but there's always one you carry all your life. One morning Skip said, "Johnny, jump on board." The New York Central stopped on 24. Gotta see what slowed her down. Can you drive this engine round? Well, I pushed the throttle and let that whistle blow. And if that track could run clear to Mexico, I'd have driven 919 across the Kansas plains. Yeah, it was 60 years ago, but it feels like yesterday. Well, a boy's dreams are often left behind, but there's always one you carry all your said that CN Rail has long been retired. Bet if we tried that today, Skip would be fired. These kids don't have it good. So many things are gone. Oh, what I wouldn't give, what I wouldn't pay to lean my arm out of that train once again. Conductor for a day.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. This is our new single off of our EP called With Love, and we're really excited about what's happened. We didn't even know if we'd be carrying on after the pandemic, as I'm sure some of you are wondering, where is this all going? But we've had a lot of fun with this EP, and this takes us back, if we can close our eyes and think back to when we were first falling in love, walking on the beach, many memories of that. This is called Sometimes Love's Like That. Tripping over the moon on our way to the stars. You looked at me and I struggled to breathe as you caught my heart. But a young girl's heart will break, sure as summer's burn must fade. Sometimes love's like that, innocent as a lullaby. Sometimes love's like that, fleeting as a butterfly. You'll never know how the crashing waves in the moonlight takes me back. Sometimes love's like that. If I held on to you just a little too long, 'cause everyone needs a place to feel free, like when we were young, where I still can touch your face, and that first kiss can't be replaced. Sometimes love's like that, innocent as a lullaby. Sometimes love's like that, fleeting as a butterfly. You'll never know how the crashing waves in the moonlight takes me back. Sometimes love's like that. I've tasted the berries, been drunk on the wine, but your love was first, the sweetest kind. Innocent as a lullaby. Fleeting as a butterfly. You never know how the crashing waves and the moonlight takes me back. Sometimes love's like that. Sometimes love's like Sometimes love's like that. Ooh, love's like that.
Yeah. Super.
Awesome. Those are gorgeous harmonies. Wow, how beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really beautiful. Okay, so our very final performance tonight is coming from Joe Kidd and Sheila Burke. They describe their style as grand ballroom meets the Grand Ole Opry. And the first song that one of you learned was Twist and Shout. Do you want to admit? Who wants to admit to it?
What's it? Wait a second, we're getting Donald Trump on our screen here. Just a moment.
Oh, well, make that go away.
Can't have that. Oh, come on, not right now.
Take all the time you need to get rid of that. It has been
I
a really
think-
great evening. I just want to remind everybody.
I cannot believe it.
Are you all good now?
I think
Okay.
so.
Okay, Joe and Sheila.
Hi, folks. Wow, we've really enjoyed listening to all of you tonight. What a pleasure. And we're going to do a song right now called The Longest Night of the Year. Alrighty, here we go.
When the sunshine, when the daylight, when the planets draw near, when the moon hides its face, finds another career. When the stars turn to stardust and they all disappear, every night is the longest night of the year. When the truth, when the freedom, when the future's unclear, when the love and the friendship of the one you hold dear turns away, and far away is the music you hear. Every night is the longest night of the year. When your blanket is a memory of the things you used to do, and your pillow is a dream that will never come true. When your heartbeat is a time bomb and the danger is near, every night is the longest night of the year. You went away, I watched you go. I stood in silence right I couldn't say the words required to make you turn back in tears. And now I live in the darkness of my sorrow and fear, where every night is the longest night of the year.
Thank you so much. Okay. All right, here we go.
We're on the road a lot, and we get an opportunity to write songs while we're out, much like all of you, and really by necessity, actually. But so we wrote this next song. We were in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and we actually wrote this song on the battlefield. And it's called Centuries of Blood. It rises from the valley where nothing can survive. The sound of poor men dying and rich men terrified. The general stands upon the ridge. Today we take that hill. He dare not think about the cost. How many will be killed? The Irish and the Mexican, Palestinian and the Jew, battalions of Italians, church and temple too. African calls and Asian calls, the rainbow turning blue. The Indian will rise again when there's no one left to shoot. Mother cries, a young girl sighs, with both hands on the wall. They pray for mercy upon the soul and vow to end it all. But still the drums are pounding, marching shadows through the flood. the distance measured not in miles but in centuries of blood.
Beautiful.
Thank you, brothers and sisters. It's always a pleasure to come here, and we are signed up to come on out to the gathering in October. So we'll see some of you there anyway.
Fantastic. I hope we see a lot of you there. Thank you, Joe and Sheila. Thank you to every single one of you who has performed. It has been a really lovely night, and it's been my honor. So thank you so much. And I think that is it. Unless, okay, that's it, Charlie? Have I
Other
covered
than a round of applause for Alexa and Annie.
Hey, Alexa, we're going to end the live stream now. So good night, everybody out there on interweb land.
Oh,
Say goodbye, everybody.